The Local Show, featuring conversations with business owners, employees, and local business leaders about their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business. Right here in Central New York. The Local Show is locally produced by Zoey Advertising. Now your hosts, Tom and Steve.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. This is the 2024 4th of July weekend edition of The Local Show. I'm your host, Tom Soccocio Jr., along with my friend and co-host, Steve Roberts, but I'll give you a story on that in a second. The Local Show features conversations about local businesses. We talk with the business owners, CEOs, CFOs, entrepreneurs, nonprofits, business advocates, and other business-friendly organizations. We learn how they got into business, why they do business right here in Syracuse, New York, and where their businesses might be going in the future. You're going to hear all about their successes, challenges, opportunities, marketing, and advertising. We're broadcasting from the Zoey Advertising Studio, sponsored by Safe Harbor Wills and Trusts and YouTube. You can see us there as well. And when you see us on YouTube, you're going to see Sonia sitting in Steve's chair.
Hi.
Hey, Sonia, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Very good. So Sonia is here because Steve has business off-site, family stuff to do, and he didn't know about it till last minute. So here you are.
Here I am.
Well, that's good that you, and of course, check your paycheck. We'll make sure that you get at least a couple of cents more.
I got that on video. We're all good. That's recorded now.
Very good. Yeah, you could use those couple of cents. So do you do anything special? 4th of July has kind of landed in a weird place, right? It was during the week, and then, do you got a camp or anything that you go to? Or
you know what? Normally I go camping with my fiance, but I think this year we're just going to stay home, hang out with the family, do the whole American grill outside, maybe watch some illegal fireworks, just a Syracuse special.
Sometimes I've thought about going down to like Mess's fireworks and Pennsylvania and picking up stuff, but I don't know, it's not worth it. Now you got the tents everywhere, so you can get it right from those tents.
It's not as exciting to go to Pennsylvania to get fireworks anymore.
Yeah, right. With those tents, you can go get just about anything and then have a blast. Well, anyway, whatever you do, I hope you have fun this evening. We're going to have fun for the next couple of hours because we got a great show lined up. Lynn Hy stops by. She's the Chief Development Officer at Food Bank of Central New York. Sean Jacobs is the President and CEO of STS Trailer and Truck Equipment. Grant Fletcher is the Community Outreach Manager for Fleet Feet. He'll stop by and tell us about his relatively new position and what Fleet Feet does. Adam Rombell is the Editor-in-Chief at the Business Journal. Rachel Scrippa stops by, designer at Roma Tile and Marble. Attorney James Alexander, the founder of James Alexander Law, will stop by and tell us about his practice. Bob Molta, the owner of Slot Car Central, will have a conversation with him. And then wrapping us up is Amy McNamara. She's the owner of Pick Your Stitch, all on the Local Show today, so stick around. Going to be riveting. Speaking of riveting, Lynn Hy's here.
I better be riveting.
Yes.
Always riveting.
Lynn is a senior.
I'm not a senior.
A seasoned professional, okay? You're a seasoned professional, and I'm happy to have you on. So what's happening this time of year over at the food bank?
So July 1st, we actually start our new fiscal year. So we're just a few days in here now. We don't have our finalized numbers yet from the last fiscal year, but we're estimating that we'll probably be in the 22 to 23 million pounds of food delivered.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
In our last fiscal year. So
is that more or less than previous years here?
That is COVID level.
Oh, okay.
So we have not seen these numbers. Like COVID was the first time we ever went above 20 million. Mm-hmm. We were over 22 million. So we're going to be very close to that again this year. Right. It did fall after that initial COVID spike. It fell because there were so many government programs being instituted, being offered to help people access food. And now as all of those have gone away, families and then the price of everything, we all see it when we go to the grocery store. Yeah. Families are really just having an even harder time making ends meet. And the demand on the emergency food network it's unfortunately, I hate to say this, but it's continuing to grow.
Jeez. So how does one, a consumer, get involved with the program to have food delivered? What criteria do you have to meet?
So we deliver the food actually to 400 programs in 11 counties. So those are like the food pantries, the soup kitchens, the emergency shelters.
Gotcha.
So then individuals that are working and living in those communities will then go to that food pantry or soup kitchen to access the food. A few of those programs do have delivery, but not a lot because there's a lot of them are volunteer run and they just don't have the bandwidth to do that. So usually it's somebody who is in need of food needs to go to that program to access the food.
I see. So, Sonia, what do you think? Did you have any questions? Because I know that, you hear Steve do the interviews with me, and he jumps right all over me. So I want you to feel free.
I don't have that much energy.
He drinks a lot of coffee before these things, in fairness.
You mean you didn't have like 4 pots yet?
I haven't even finished my first cup.
That's crazy. So, you are the mothership, so to speak,
yes.
of the food, right?
Yeah, we'll call it the mothership. So we're the distribution center that works behind the scenes. And actually, we're just almost finished with our expansion project that we've been working on. So our facility was 74,000 square feet. And then just as COVID hit, it became abundantly clear we didn't have enough room to do all the work that we wanted to do. And we have some ambitious goals in our strategic plan about program innovation and things like that. And we just didn't have the room to do that. So we embarked on an expansion project. And on September 6th, I know we're 2 months.
Yeah, right.
In 2 months. But I'm still saying we're doing a community open house from 11 to 3 and inviting the community in to see our new 108,000 square foot facility where all the food comes in and then it goes out to those 400 programs. We're increasing volunteerism. We're reducing waste, increasing capacity. We're really excited for what this new space is going to allow us to do.
Yeah, I've been in there. It's beautiful.
You got to see the expanded space.
Yeah,
but you got to come see the expanded space.
Where is it?
So we're out in the town of Van Buren. We're right off of Jones Road, the Jones Road exit of 690.
I got to tell you, I get lost there every single time. I don't spend a lot of time that far west, and then when I go down there, I'm like, where am I? And the next thing I know, I'm like in Elbridge or something.
Yeah, no. You don't have to get to Elbridge. Right. No, we're like right past Lakeland.
Okay, gotcha.
People always go, "Oh, you're the old PNC warehouse."
Oh,
we're not.
Not that.
We're not, but we're very close to those old PNC warehouses. You can actually see our building from 690. Actually, one side is 690, and the other side of our building in the rear is the throughway.
I see.
So it's a really convenient space for us to be because our trucks that are out delivering the food, they can easily access anywhere we need to go.
Mm-hmm. So how do you collaborate and who do you collaborate with? I mean, you touched on it a little bit.
Yeah.
But what organizations?
So, I mean, in like the Onondaga County area, if you're thinking about food pantries or soup kitchens that we're partnering with, think of Salvation Army. Think of Assumption Church. Think of Samaritan Center.
Right.
Those are all just right here in Syracuse. But there's, in our 11 counties, there's more than 400 programs. I mean, one of our biggest collaborations actually is with Syracuse City School District. We provide a little bag of food that fits right into a backpack every week. For this past school year, it was 1,000 kids per week.
Good golly.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So we have volunteers come into the food bank, pack that up, and then we get them to the schools and then they give them out to the kids.
Is that just for the city schools? Or?
That's for the city schools that we're doing that. Other schools do have backpack programs where they're just getting the food from us and then they're packing the bags themselves.
Right.
But the city school district one, we have the volunteers come and pack at the food bank.
Well, you have a busy job.
Just a little bit, but you know what? It's really rewarding to know that we're making a difference in somebody's life and hopefully, allowing them to not only live but thrive in our community.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's wonderful.
Lynn Hy, you're wonderful as the Chief Development Officer at the Food Bank of Central New York. You're also a great person in general, and you do a good job speaking for that organization. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. It was a pleasure.
All right. Have a great rest of the day. Coming up next, Sonia, we're going to talk with Sean Jacobs. He is the president and CEO of STS Trailer and Truck Equipment right here on the local show on 570 WSYR. Don't go away.